Pope with Salud. We are bringing you a nutritious, delicious, and effortless way to get all of your veggies and protein and fruit servings for each meal. So each smoothie equates to all the nutrition that you could use in one meal. And we are targeting Philadelphia. So we are excited to be in this town, and we are specifically in Rimmon House. So we'll show you a little glimpse of it. So here is Rimmon House Square, and these are the typical houses that you would see there. So you can see that it's a very affluent area, very beautiful and a little bit modern with the history, and locals describe it as a small town, even though you can see it is a large city there. So they do retain a little bit of their community, their neighborly ways. And we are specifically targeting women from this area. We're looking at about 25 to 35 years old, a little more established in their careers, making anywhere from $75,000 on up, and who would be health conscious. They would be modern and well read, and very knowledgeable about what's going on in their health worlds, the resources that are out there, as well as arts and culture and the well-being of their city and their local community. Married or single, up to 2 kids, but it could go either way there. And housing for this area starts at $2,000 for a month for apartments, but we placed her in a house that would be even a townhouse, just up from $300,000 up. So it just gives you a little bit of background there. So the reason they would purchase this is because of their well-read, well-rounded, health-conscious ways. You can see that she's in the medical field. We have positioned her as a PA, and so she would make very stable income in the 6 figures, and she would just have a better knowledge of the ingredients and the quality of them. So then when we move on to our SWOT analysis that we did in 2B, some of the things that we put as our strengths are that we are an easily recognizable brand. It's nothing too complicated. You can clearly see it's a drink, and of course our slogan lets you know that it's nutritious, delicious, and effortless. The only truly healthy drink with no preservatives, different from competition. So those who are health conscious would appreciate that. It will be located in stores, especially the local corner stores of Philadelphia. It'll be somewhat easier to get into their stores, and they can appreciate a small business that's coming in with this product, as well as trying to place locally sourced produce into the drink. So if there's any in the Philadelphia area, that would be one way to support that community, as well as we underprice the competitors. So we're not super cheap to the point where they question our quality, but we are lower than some of the ones who price in at $9, $10, even $11 per bottle. So one weakness that we have is that it is a newer product, so it's less recognizable than other established brands. The product does not have a long shelf life, since it truly is a fresh produce drink. So that would have to sell pretty quickly, and store owners would have to change it out quite frequently. So that means not all stores are candidates to carry that product. We need those who are also health conscious and could store it. Certain ingredients would not be available in this area, so we would have to adapt the flavors just a little bit. And for opportunities, there are similar products in the market. Suja juice is one that's very popular at the moment, and it has some similar ingredients, and depending on the flavor that you buy. We are hoping to gain loyal customers. We think that could be an opportunity for us. But the product could be on the market for spring and summer, especially those body conscious seasons, getting ready for bathing suits and sleeveless dresses. So the customer demand there's a big call for FDA to really check into what's truly organic, so that if they were to look at the product, and if those who are extremely organic conscious looked at the product, they would see that it would fit their standard. Similar products on the market are more expensive, like we mentioned earlier, so we have the opportunity of being able to beat that. One of the threats that we offer, or that stands against this, like we mentioned, that we do have similar products on the market. Competitors have well-known marketing plans based on their attention getting names like Suja Juice and Naked Juice. A lot of those are sold in big chains, Sam's and Target and Walmart. So getting our foot in those doors would be a challenge. And of course, depending on the area and its economy, since we will be in Rittenhouse Square, that is a more wealthy area, so I think we had a great location for it. And our competitors, they're not quite as limited as we are because of the local produce that we depend on. Now for pricing, we are priced ours at $6.40 a bottle. So these are a 16-ounce bottle, hourglass shaped. We are finding that most of our competitors do come in about 16 ounces. We have several that are coming at 12, but we want to do a nice glass heavy bottle. Like I said, the hourglass shape that's easy to hold, but also is a subliminal message about the smaller waste that you will get from drinking this and providing your body with nutrition, hopefully as you're pairing it with physical activity. So we chose $6.40 because we saw that prices ranged anywhere from 31 cents an ounce all the way up to $1.50 an ounce. And so the highest price one came in at about $12 for a bottle. So we thought that was a bit much. Those who do well financially tend to be mindful of how they're spending their money. That's how they are able to build wealth. And if we're pricing our product too high, then we might just outprice ourselves. But we didn't want to be on the lowest end at 31 cents an ounce or 32 cents, and people question the quality of our product. So we went with 40 cents an ounce, which came out to $6.40 a bottle. And that is what we would suggest for anyone who wants to sell it. So we have gone with independent beverage distributor and wholesaler. So they represent some local chains here in North Carolina, like Cheerwine and Hawaiian Punch. But they aren't as big as Coca-Cola, we would have a hard time getting our foot in the door there, since they have over 500 drinks, some of them being smoothies. This company did not promote the smoothies that they offer, so we could get in there, be the smoothie that they sell, and not compete against our existing brands. So the reasons we selected that wholesaler and distributor is because of the well-known brands that they do have without them being too big. So we're able to kind of ride the coattails of their reputation they've already created, but once again, not being one of their competitors. And so some of the retailers that we chose were local YMCAs. We chose them because they're a nonprofit that promotes all-around wellness, and this would be an easy way to provide their clients with nutrition that they need and teaching how organic foods are good for them, and they can be delicious and easy to grab on the go. So YMCA was a very nice, broad like concentrated market right there. We also said their local coffee houses. We thought that seeing a lot of them now trending towards providing healthy options, that it would be a great way to promote it, to get a little something different besides coffee in their shop. So they would have the bottles with the smoothies, and that's another thing that people can grab on the go. We also are looking at Nature's Nutrition Center, which is a local grocery store there in Philadelphia, and it promotes, as the title suggests, natural food, nutritious food, and that for a local gym, Y2B Fit is a yoga studio there in Philadelphia, right outside of right out of the area that we showed you, the square. So this is a yoga studio, of course, promoting fitness, nutrition, and we did it that way because, of course, it's a natural fit, a gym, nutrition, and easy on the go, plus delicious. So we thought that Philadelphia is a great fit for Salud, and that you'd have the knowledge, the money, the culture, everything that you would need to promote this. So we are wishing you good health and Salud.